We are now going to look at the questions in recursion and financial modeling. In question 17, we are told that the value of a reducing balance loan in dollars after n months, Vn, can be modeled by the recurrence relation shown below. The question is asking for the value of this loan after 5 months. First of all, using the recurrence relation, we are going to write an expression for V5. To calculate V5, we need the value of V4. So we write an expression for V4, then we continue with V3, V2, and V1. Now we can calculate the value of V1 because we know that V0 is equal to 26,000. Now we have the value of V1, so we can substitute this value into V2 and calculate the value of V2. Subsequently, we calculate the value of V3, V4, and V5. So the answer we are after is option A, $24,380.31. Alternatively, we can use available CAS technology. We are going to use TI Inspire here. We add calculator, and from the menu, we choose Finance and then Finance Solver. N is equal to 5 because we are talking about 5 months. The monthly interest rate is 0.3. The loan amount is 26,000. The monthly amount paid into the account is 400. And the payment periods and the compounding periods are actually 1. We can now calculate the future value, and the answer is exactly the same as we expected. From the 2017 VCAA examination report, 82% of the students chose the correct option, so this question was answered quite well. In question 18, we are given the first 5 terms of a sequence. The question is asking to determine a recurrence relation that generates this sequence. All the 5 options have P0 equals 2. Now let's calculate P1 in option A. This is equal to 6, so now we have to calculate P2 because this one is true. P2 is equal to 10, which is not the number in the sequence required. So we can cross out option A, and now we calculate P1 in option B, which is 6, so that is true. So we have to calculate P2, which is 14, so this is not true, so we can cross out option B as well. P1 in option C is also 6, and P2 is 18, so we can cross out option C as well. In option D, P1 is also 6, and P2 is 22, so this is true. Now we have to check option E. P1 in option E is also 6, and P2 is 26, which is not true. So we can cross out option E, and the answer we are after is option D. From the 2017 VCAA examination report, 92% of the students chose the correct option, so this question was answered extremely well. Use the following information to answer questions 19 and 20. Shirley would like to purchase a new home. She will establish a loan for $225,000 with interest charged at a rate of 3.6% per annum, compounding monthly. Each month, Shirley will pay only the interest charged for the month. Question 19 is asking for the amount that Shirley will owe after 3 years. Since Shirley pays only the interest charged for the month, the balance of the account does not change. For this reason, the answer to this question is option C. From the 2017 VCAA examination report, 61% of the students chose the correct option. In question 20, let Vn be the value of Shirley's loan in dollars after n months. We are asked to determine the recurrence relation that models the value of Vn. First of all, the 5 options have V0, which is equal to $225,000. Shirley deposits money into the account every month. This means that the recurrence relation should have an amount subtracted. For this reason, we can cross out options A and B. The monthly interest rate is equal to 3.6 all divided by 100 times 12, which is equal to 0.3% or 0.003. This means that Vn must be multiplied by 1.003. For this reason, we can cross out option E as well. The interest per month is 0.003 times $225,000, which is equal to $675. For this reason, we can cross out option C, and the answer we are after is option D. From the 2017 VCAA examination report, 46% of the students chose the correct option. However, the other students chose the incorrect options A, B, C, and E in somewhat equal percentages. In question 21, we are told that the printer was purchased for $680, and after 4 years, the printer has a value of $125. On average, 1,920 pages were printed every year during those 4 years. The value of the printer was depreciated using a unit cost method of depreciation. The question is asking for the depreciation in value of the printer per page printed. Now let's start with the purchase value, 680, and the future value, which is 125. This gives us a depreciation of 680 minus 125, which is $555. Since 1,920 pages were printed per year over 4 years, this means that 7,680 pages were printed over the 4 years. We are going to divide 55,500 cents by 7,680 pages, and this gives us 7.23 cents per page, which is closest to option E, 7 cents. From the 2017 VCAA examination report, 53% of the students chose the correct option, with 22% of the students choosing the incorrect option A. Students who divided by 1,920 only would get the result 0.289, which may have been incorrectly interpreted as 3 cents, leading many students to choose option A. In question 22, we are given a graph of value over time in years. The question is asking to choose the option that this graph could show the value of. Let's start looking at the most obvious options. Option A, a piano depreciating at a flat rate of 6% per annum. This would be represented by a straight line. If we look at the graph, the points form a curve, so we can cross out option A. Now let's look at option C, a compound interest investment earning interest at the rate of 6% per annum. That would be an increase in value, so we can cross out option C as well. Option D, a perpetuity earning interest at the rate of 6% per annum. We know that the balance of this perpetuity does not change, so we can cross out option D as well. Now, let's calculate the percentage change in the first year. So we have $420 out of $7,000 represent 6%. So there is a percentage change of 6%. If we calculate the percentage change in the second year, we obtain the same percentage, 6%. And then we calculate the percentage in the third year, and we obtain the same percentage of 6%. So we can cross out option E, and the answer we are after is option B, a car depreciating with a reducing balance rate of 6% per annum. From the 2017 VCAA examination report, 65% of the students chose the correct option, with 15% of students choosing the incorrect option A. In question 23, we are given 4 lines of an amortization table for an annuity investment. The interest rate for this investment remains constant, but the payment value may vary. The balance of the investment after payment number 20 is $7,500. The question is asking for the value of payment number 20. First of all, 7,500 minus 7,233.83 is going to give us the principal addition, which is 266.17. Let's calculate the interest rate. 27.91 is the interest calculated on $6,977.5, which is 0.4%. We are now going to calculate the interest for payment number 20. 0.4% of 7,233.83 is going to be equal to 28.9353. Now let's calculate the payment number 20, which is 266.17 minus 28.9353, and that gives us 237.235, which is closest to option D, 237. From the 2017 VCAA examination report, 38% of the students chose the correct option, with 35% of students choosing the incorrect option B and 15% of the students choosing the incorrect option C. In question 24, Xavier borrowed $245,000 to pay for a house. For the first 10 years of the loan, the interest rate was 4.35% per annum, compounding monthly. Xavier made monthly repayments of $1,800. After 10 years, the interest rate changed. If Xavier now makes monthly repayments of $2,000, he could repay the loan in a further 5 years. So the question is asking for the new annual interest rate for Xavier's loan. First of all, let's calculate the value of the loan at the end of the first 10 years using available CAS technology. Using TI Inspire, we add calculator, and then from the menu, we choose Finance and then Finance Solver. Notice that N is 120 because 10 years times 12 months is 120. The interest rate is 4.35. The principal value is $245,000. The monthly repayments are $1,800, and the payment periods and the compounding periods are 12. So the future value, or the value of the loan after 10 years, is $108,219. We are going to use again menu, Finance and Finance Solver to calculate the new interest rate. Notice that N equals 60, which is 5 times 12, because the loan is going to be paid in full in the next 5 years. The principal value is 108,219. The repayments are $2,000 a month, and the future value, because it is going to be paid in full, is going to be 0. Payment periods and compounding periods are still 12, so the interest rate is now 4.14, which is closest to option B, 4.1%. From the 2017 VC examination report, 58% of the students chose the correct option, with 16% of the students choosing the incorrect option C and 15% of the students choosing the incorrect option D.